Home buyers are facing lengthy delays getting their loan applications approved as lenders struggle with the huge demand. The process normally takes no more than 2 weeks, but at the moment, depending on the lender, it can stretch to nearly 2 months. For some borrowers, the delays can cost them their dream home, while others are putting undue pressure on themselves and bidding at auction before they have secured their funding. For more, I'm joined by Peter White, Managing Director of the Finance Brokers Association of Australia and a 40-year veteran of the industry. Morning. Why is there such a backlog, and is this nationwide?
Good morning, Nathan. Thanks. Yes, this delay is nationwide. It basically started back when COVID hit last year and is predominantly the issue with the major banks because a lot of their processing is offshore. So they then got their acts together and tried to bring everything onshore and increase technology as quickly as they could. But the delays are still here, and it's it was up to 60 days and more during COVID. Generally now it's down to about 30 as the banks get their onshore processing right and are trying to boost technologies. And some of the major banks are saying they're employing upwards of 900 new staff to try and cope with the extra demand that's coming through. So it's a challenging problem, and as you said, it can create a lot of stress on people that's unnecessary, and it's important so that they plan early and don't leave getting your loan application to the last minute.
So we've got stimulus packages in the budget. What impact is that likely to have?
Now, I think that the stimulus packages are really great, and it'll especially help the first home buyers get into the marketplace. But there's a little trap with some of these things. Everyone's got to be careful. And a general rule when you're borrowing money is, especially for your home, is put in as much deposit as possible to whatever that is. And it's great to use these stimulus packages, but if you only have a very, very small deposit, the problem can become is when interest rates start to go up and property markets start to pull back a little bit. If you haven't got much deposit, you could wind up owing more money than you actually the value of your property. So you can put you in what we call a negative equity position, and that would be a bad place to be in. So we always advise that put in as much deposit as you can, but I'm regularly asked, when is a good time to get in the property market? My usual comment is yesterday. These things keep moving away from you, so it's important that you do what you can as soon as you can, and if possible, as much deposit as you can. But otherwise, government stimulus is there, and they're a great thing.
Are they a great thing everywhere, though? Because I noticed in WA, home loans for first home buyers have increased 660% since May last year, and over 200% for normal loans. So do we need to stimulate markets like that?
Well, I think in WA as an isolated case, it's probably not an unreasonable position. They have been in the doldrums for quite a while in the home lending area, so they're probably trying to get back to normal, and or a new normal, if we can put it that way, post-COVID. And these marketplaces are trying to get themselves, I guess, back on their feet. So I don't see it as a problematic thing, but I think it's something we've got to watch in the future. Obviously, you can't run that hot all the time, and it creates concerns of its own if it does.
Okay, thank you, Peter. Here's Koshi.
Now, Olympic skateboarders